Right, the Btec Tech Award, we're still looking at component 3 and the promotional mix, but this time we're going to be looking at personal selling. This is really what it says it is. It's when a representative salesperson contacts a customer directly. Now, you're probably thinking direct mail, direct marketing is similar, and in some ways there's quite a lot of crossover between these two techniques. So let's have a look at what sort of products personal selling is good for. Now, the first thing is high value products. So like cars, yachts, houses, certain makeup brands, they actually have a personal seller who is there to make the person to answer their questions that it can be really quite time consuming for them, but high value. If you're going to sell something like a house for several £100,000, it's worth your while selling it. You might waste your time on people who aren't, but you need to be able to explain it carefully to them because people are parting with a lot of money. Other things, complex products. So if you are trying to sell something which is really complicated to understand, like financial services, for example. If you were buying a pension, you might want a personal seller to explain it to you really carefully, and you can then ask them questions. If the product needs demonstrating, like a Hoover or a photocopier or a coffee machine, you may need someone to demonstrate it for you, so to personally sell it. If we're thinking about the makeup counters in Boots or Debenhams, the more expensive makeup, they will happily demonstrate it on you because they think they'll be able to sell more to you. For the less expensive brands, they don't do that because the personal selling is not worth the cost, because it is a costly business, personal selling. And if we've got business to business customers, if you are going for a business to business customer, say for instance, you wanted the cleaning contract for the school, you would come in as a sales representative and talk to the school, the business manager, Miss Wilkinson, and say, do you know what? We would like to do this because she wants reassurance about it. You need to answer all her questions. It is very common in business to business, especially when it's going to be a long-term relationship, that there will be more of a personal selling aspect. Now, I've only really talked about people coming in and doing it face to face. That is common, but it's not the only way. Now, we can use face-to-face selling. It's really good because you can do all the body language stuff, you can answer their questions, but the salesperson needs to be a decent salesperson, and it takes an awful lot of time, therefore an awful lot of money. So you need to make it fit the job. You can do it via the telephone. We've already talked about how much we all hate cold calling, but if you are using a repeat customer and you're phoning them up, a telephone call might be good. Quite hard to get hold of people on the telephone these days, but you don't get all that body language sort of stuff going on, so it's more difficult to get a feel for people. Email, again, email's a tricky one. You can use it. I would think it would be better with repeat customers. If you cold emailed somebody, it really doesn't work particularly well. And you know, email to email answering questions, can take a lot of time, sort of lose its impetus. And finally, something that the exam will talk about is webcam. So you can do a sales pitch to someone on the other side of the world, which is far more convenient. Obviously, face to face, it'd be really expensive to fly there and sell to them. Yeah, it's quite good. You can show them demonstrations of the product. You can watch their body language, but it's slightly less personal, isn't it, being on a webcam? There we are, personal selling, suitable for some products, different ways of doing it, job done.